right, so here's Jessica Andrade, her 11 UFC wins, the most of any woman in UFC history, and of course the biggest among them, that slam knockout of Rose Namajunas to wrest the belt away back in 2019.
Her nickname is the Power Driver, and that's exactly what she did against Rose Namajunas. From being behind in a fight, but just staying the course. It's always about her pressuring her opponents and getting her hands on her. When she knocked out Karolina Kowalkiewicz, you understood that you were watching something different, because you don't see one-punch knockouts at 115 pounds in boxing for men or in the UFC for women. Jessica Andrade possesses that type of power, and she has a laundry list of some of the biggest names this division has ever seen on her resume.
Yeah, she's the total package, as classy as it gets, and she will try to leave this arena the way she came in, as the best strawweight in the world. Well, she's one of the best in the women's game now and historically. Valentina Shevchenko, she's already got a UFC flyweight championship to her credit, and she will look to bolster her legacy yet again here tonight.
Not only is she one of the best, she's one of the nastiest. Who has a gun tattoo on the side of their hip, and she goes out there and she's got that thing loaded. That gun, to me, symbolizes the right hand and the right kick of Valentina Shevchenko. She's diverse. She's a great counter striker. She sets traps beautifully, and if you overextend or you attack too quickly, she will finish you on the feet, and she can also finish you on the ground. Just a phenomenal mixed martial artist is Valentina Shevchenko. And
if she gets a first-round knockout tonight, DC has agreed to get that gun tattooed on his midsection.
It won't show. It won't show under the back.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC strawweight champion, Jessica Andrade. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world, Valentina Shevchenko.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go with round one. A special feeling in the air as Valentina Shevchenko gets back on the proven ground here tonight. She has said, and I quote, "This opponent gives me the perfect canvas upon which to paint a masterpiece." What does that mean exactly? I kind of feel like Valentina Shevchenko might be highlight chasing here tonight. We'll see how she approaches the early portions of this fight. Man, these women not wasting any time and both realizing a lot of success offensively early.
It's a great fight. It looks like a video game. Oh my goodness. Big right hand.
Well, she lands the punch there. You know, it's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another thing to take advantage. Nicely done by her there. Andrade's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Able to check the high kick. Volume striking as usual from Valentina Shevchenko on the feet. She draws a lot of confidence from her sister Antonina and, of course, her longtime chief MMA coach, Pavel Fedotov. Right on the button. Well, you got to think at some point these hooks are going to start to take their toll. Another one landed there flush by Valentina Shevchenko.
Nice body kick right under the elbow.
Andrade's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital.
Oh, man.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Oh, there you go.
Able to block that strike. So we call on the numbers here. These are unofficial, but 42 total strikes have now landed for Valentina Shevchenko. All right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye.
Anything worth having will not be easy, but she's got to protect that cut because it will get worse if she continues to get hit on.
Andrade gets caught with that punch. Nice 1-2 there. Under a minute to go. Andrade's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to be a one-eyed fighter in a mixed martial arts setting.
Beautiful defense. Nice block.
Oh, now she gets it done with the side kick, though, so we'll see if her opponent can adjust and not be on the wrong end of too many more of those.
Well, she's going to have to if she intends on getting into her desired range. If she continues to take those side kicks, she's going to stay at the space that her opponent wants her at.
All right, there's the end of the round. Andrade's eye may not recover, folks. You can see the visible damage. It is nearly completely swollen shut at this point in time. Referee is watching things closely. I wouldn't be surprised, candidly, if the doctor stops the fight here between rounds. Well, I'm not sure if the swelling is just cosmetic. She might be severely injured. Let's look back at some replays from that round.
Well, when you take shots that clean, you run the risk of being injured, and injured badly. She was not good defensively, and ultimately, she's the one that's paying for it. She has got to change something if she wants to stay in this fight.
Here we are, early round 2. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other. Fighter there, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Oh, punches and punches. Andrade is doing a nice job there raising the guard to protect the eye with that block. You can't allow that cut to get worse as this fight continues. Well, she may be the last fighter on the roster that would be looking for a way out, but her face has absorbed so much damage here tonight that perhaps the referee... Well, she's able to get up, but she is officially on wobbly legs. Well, we could be looking at an epic comeback here. She rocked her significantly, but wasn't able to finish the fight, and now her opponent maybe creeps back in.
Her opponent will now try to find a way to work her way back into this fight. It will be on her to once again land one of those brutal punches to try to knock her out this time.
Andrade's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Shevchenko gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there.
There it is again. Look at that.
Back to the feet now.
Now we get some space as she separates from her opponent.
Oh, great block there. All right, so she gets the flush knockout here tonight, and you gotta think this is gonna lead to a lot of big fights the rest of the way this year.
Big opportunities are presented after you have a performance like this. She did an amazing job and got a massive knockout victory.
We now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko.